I can hear you.
Awesome. How are you, Tiana?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I think also Miranda's on as well. Let's see. Go ahead and start my video. Cool. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. What's going on? Anything, any questions about anything? I'll unmute. Oh,
Um, the only question I pretty much had was, I know with the was it module 4 that we were going through.
mhm.
I don't have a website yet, so I see in the training that it does talk about creating a landing page if you don't have one.
Yep.
But I guess my question is more well, what I need clarification around is if I wanted to, because I'm going to create a blog. Would I be able to go back and add a blog later?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Um, you and also we talk about this as well. You get a blog with MLSP.
okay,
So what you would do, and let me open up ManyChat here and share my screen. So you can always come back
mm-hmm.
and add the code to your website and allow ManyChat to display some widgets to display, growth tools to display on your website.
Okay. I'll make sure I have to email you so we could set that call up.
Yeah. Hey, Jacqueline. Let's allow to talk. Okay. Um, it looks like, Jacqueline, you're using a older version of Zoom, so I'm gonna try something and allow you to talk. You should be able to talk now. Cool. All right. So yeah, so you would just add it to add that code to your website later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go
one
ahead.
more quick question. Um, could you set up, because the reason, I guess I'm confusing myself. You know how we're going through and setting our bot up for when we eventually run an ad so we can, have the bot automatically, qualify our leads. My question is, could you have like, I'm trying to set up also like the Facebook group challenge and I want to set the bot up too. Could you have it do more than one thing at the same time? Maybe I'm confusing it or maybe I'm not asking it the right way, but
I'll share my screen and show you what's possible. Let me know if you guys can see ManyChat right now.
yes.
All right. So everything we set up in module 1, 2, and 3 was really just the structural things. And module 4 is all about getting people to your buy, right? And that's what we use growth tools. You can have an unlimited amount of growth tools, right? So as you can see, I've got a bunch here. And these are ways people can actually enter into the bot and access various components of the bot, right? So some of these, so for instance here, Facebook, this Facebook app guide here, this is a messenger ref URL, a growth tool, meaning if someone clicks on this link here, it's going to subscribe them to this growth tool, and then they'll get access to these messages here that I created to get the Facebook ads cheat sheet, and then there's more stuff here, right? You can have an unlimited amount of growth tools or ways for people to enter your bot. So you can take a link, and let's say you have a challenge and you want to put it in some groups, right? You can have your post there, and then at the end of the post say, hey, click here to get access to the challenge. Right? So now people click on that link. I'm going to mute, I don't know who that is. Okay. You can now have people click on that link, and now they're added to your bot and also taken through whatever process you have in terms of your sequence. Does that make sense?
Yes, because we pretty much with the training you showed us how to set up different growth tools. So I understand what you're saying,
Mhm.
but I guess until I set it up, I really get it.
Yeah, I'll give you, let me find an example on Facebook. Um, Actually, I'll use my page as an example. So I've got this is on my personal page. I've got this thing on the left-hand side that says want to laugh, click below for jokes. And what that does is someone clicks on it, it actually opens up into Messenger, which is a growth tool, opens up a Messenger, and it should tell me a joke, I think, if it works. Yeah, so it says, hey, Antonio, ready to get your laugh on, right? It says, make me laugh. There's Pigwins, right? And there's a little delay here. And then the answer will, or I don't know, tell me. It'll tell me at some point. But that's a link that was used to get someone from my personal page to my bot. And it's a different kind of message, right? Does that provide a little more clarity there to you?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
And I think in the training, I only covered the free growth tools. Um, all the free one, let me go back to new growth tools. I covered all the free ones. In the next module, I'll talk about the paid ones, which is for the pro feature. But I talked about the overlay widgets. Those are for your website, embeddable widgets for your website, landing page, ref URL, Facebook comments. I can't remember if I talked about customer chat, but that's a bubble that pops up on your website as well. Those are all the free ones. And then in the next module, I'll talk about the pro features, which will segue into our next live session where I'm talking about Facebook ads and how to use Facebook ads to build your audience on your bot.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for right now.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Anybody else have any questions? Marinda, Jacqueline, you can unmute yourself if you have questions or anything they want me to cover.
Hi, Antonio.
Hi, Marinda. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
That's good. I don't have any questions. I just need to catch up on module 3. I haven't had time yet, so yeah, that's where I'm at present.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Trying to think. Jacqueline, anything that you had? Let's see if I can unmute her. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? I muted you.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can. Any questions about anything?
I don't have any questions yet because I'm catching up also.
Okay.
But thank you.
Absolutely. You're on module 1 or 2. Remind me again. I only spoke yesterday.
I think 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But I plan to catch up as soon as I can.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So I'll show you guys something that I think can be very helpful as you create these growth tools and as you create new messages. Because what we did in the course, I walked you guys through setting up sequences, right? Now, there may be times where you just want to create, just a simple one kind of message or a flow and not necessarily want to send people to a sequence, right? And so one of the awesome features inside of ManyChat is that you can create, we call them flows, and then attach them to growth tools. So I'll share my screen here and give you an example of what I mean. So let me get out of the growth tools here. All right. So this section that's called flows here, I can, create a new flow, which is a new messenger. I don't want to call it a sequence, but a group of messages. So I'm going to name this just a demo flow, right? And let's say I wanted to, I'm going to piggyback on that sort of like joke kind of sequence or message that I started before that's on my page. I'm trying to think of a good joke. Anyone knows any good jokes? Help me out here. Any good jokes? Anyone know any good jokes? I'm going to have to Google something. I'm not very funny.
Yeah, neither am I.
All right, let's just Google funny jokes. All right, let's see. So what I'll do is I'm on my phone Googling funny jokes. All right. Okay, that's not funny actually. Oh, this is so hard finding jokes. Like, so let's do why did chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? And we'll say like, tell me please. And we'll hit send message to get to the other side. Oops. I'm doing this, get to the other side. Smiley face. And I can say something like, want to hear another one? And we would use a quick reply here and say, no, you're corny. Sure. And a smiley face here. And I'll just say, put a sad face in there. And say, delay, you hurt my feelings. It's okay, I still love you. Okay, we'll go back and say, sure. Okay, let me think of a new one, of another, okay? So now I have published this. So now I've got a new flow that I created called demo. You can also preview this how this looks. There's an option that says go to Flow Builder. If you click on that, you can actually see the entire process visually. So some people are visual, some people like to do the text thing. I'm more of a text person, but you can also see it in this Flow Builder and edit it here as well. You can see every step of the process and see what's going on here as well, right? So we got this demo in Flow, right? Here it is, demo. Now, if I create a new growth tool here, and I say new growth tool, and I'm going to call this more funny jokes. And let's go with a messenger ref URL here. And now the opt-in message, I have the option to edit this message here or replace it with a flow. So I click on replace it. It'll open up the flows here. I click on demo. I'll select this flow here. And now I've got a new message here that I didn't have to create inside of this growth tool here. I'm just pulling from the flow. The other thing I can do, let me replace this and go back to what it was before. More jokes opt-in. Let's select this flow. And now I can say, let me edit this. I'll say, hey, I'll create a new opt-in message and say, hey, first name. Want to hear a funny joke? Sure. someone can say no thanks, right? So when someone says sure, I can connect this button now to a flow as well. So start another flow, select the flow. I'm gonna select the flow I wanna choose, and I'll go to demo here again. I just created this. Select this flow here. And now when someone clicks on yes or sure, it's just gonna open this flow. So now you can reuse different messages in other growth tools. You don't have to recreate them over and over again. If you're having like, let's say for example, you have your challenge you're doing and you're running, you're posting this in different groups, you're using it, to run an ad to it, you're using it, with the comments growth tool, using on your website. Instead of creating multiple messages for all those different growth tools, right? You can just create the one opt-in message and then have it connect to the flow and have it track all the data that's coming in from those 5 or how many different widgets you have operating. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Did I lose anybody on that?
No, it does. Yeah, it makes sense. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, so it allows you to create multiple growth tools and not have to create the whole, process once again. And I could do the same thing with, let me go back to that growth tool I created. More funny jokes. I can do the same thing with the no thanks and say something like, select another flow that's in my library here. Got one that says manage subscription. So I tell them they can unsubscribe, and that's my unsubscribe flow. So anytime someone hits no thanks, they can go through and decide if they want to stay subscribed to my bot or not. Now I'd hit publish, and I would go back, and this message should be activated. Yep, it is. So I'm going to go back here, go to setup, click on this link here, and it'll open up a messenger again. And then there it is. Want to hear a funny joke? Sure. And there's the flow right there. Pretty cool, right? I think it's cool. No, you're corny. So you can have a lot of fun with this. Like you don't necessarily have to, so we talked about in the beginning, right? The primary focus of your bot is one thing, right? Your greeting text, your welcome message is focused on one thing. However, the different growth tools allow you to create, not different personalities, but allow you to add some additional characters and do different things within your bot. So I know someone asked a question about, what if I wanted to also promote the business on top of the product? Could I do that? And that you do that in growth tools, right? You create a growth tool that's focused on, let's say, business, and wherever you place that growth tool, that audience is going to go through a particular sequence or flow that's focused on the business opportunity. Vice versa, same thing if you were doing just, promoting, lead generation or entrepreneurship on your page and you want to promote a product, you would just use a growth tool to get people interested in the product and take them through a series where they're learning about the product and they're able to purchase or get samples from you through that particular that growth tool in that process. So that's some cool things you can do there with different growth tools. Yeah, anything come up for anybody while I was doing that? Any questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. What else can I show you about growth tools? let's see, what do we covered all the free growth tools. So I don't necessarily use the landing page growth tool. I know Marina does using that. I primarily focus on the overlay widgets, embeddable widgets, Messenger Ref, URL, sometimes Facebook comments. If you're doing any like Facebook Lives or, you know, you have posts on your personal business page that gets lots of engagement, a great way to capture that audience is by using the Facebook comments growth tool and, you know, having people comment something or, you know, engage with you in some way to connect with your bot, and you can start a conversation with them in Messenger. So if you're doing a Facebook Live video, let's say you're talking about, you know, a particular topic that you're going to be offering a giveaway or lead magnet for training, or if someone wants to connect with your Messenger to get more tips, right? You can say in the video itself, right? Say, you know, if you'd like, you know, to grab my free PDF on 3 ways to, you know, get rid of that belly fat, comment PDF below. And so when anyone comments PDF, they're now added to, so I'm going to find one here. They're now added to your bot, and you can, let me find one. Here's one here. So this is the post I did a while ago, probably early this month. Someone comments on this post. Not only are they subscribed, right? You can see people comment. You see the response there. The bot responded automatically, and when they reply to the comments growth tool, they're now added to my bot, as I showed in the training, right? And now they go through and get a message here, and I ask them, you know, which topic are they most interested in learning about. So the comments growth tool is one that I use very, very frequently. The ref URL, and then when I'm doing ads, we'll talk about this. This will be on the next module, module 5. Some of the the pro featured growth tools, Messenger, the JSON ad, and the checkbox, and the messenger code. This is a cool one, messenger code. I use that a lot when I'm like out in events, and when people say, hey, do you have a business card, or, you know, connect with me on Facebook, I just use this code and have them scan it, and it adds them to my bot, but it also takes them through, you know, some messages to engage with me, which is very cool. I see Lori jumped on. Lori, do you have any questions about modules 1 through 4? Anything you want to show me or show the group here that we can, you know, help you with? This is just very open. Let me allow you to talk. You should be able to talk now if you want to unmute yourself, or I can unmute you if you like. I think you're muted.
No, actually, I'm going to be very honest with you. I actually need to go through that. I've been dealing with my father, Daniel, so I actually started it and then stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw your email. Thank you. And it just made me reprioritize. I know that I had to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone's calling.
No worries.
I'm sorry about that. Let me get rid of that.
So you're starting from scratch again back on module 1, or did you start?
Yes.
Okay.
So you probably will hear from me. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know, you know, if you have any questions or you want to jump on a call. I'll definitely work with you to get things up and running. Just out of curiosity, what are you promoting?
Well, I have one set up for my salon business, and I had done I was a guest on a webinar. So we basically went through that, and I actually pulled my notes out to see if I could go back through that. One on that On my salon, I would like to do my direct sales business, which is a human growth hormone gel.
Okay.
But what I really would like to do with mine is to promote the MLSP platform.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's where I'm looking at my career change.
Mhm.
So I might as well jump in and do that. And I saw something of yours and I was like, oh, that's very intriguing. Okay, because I was trying to figure out how I would do that.
Yeah.
But I was going to talk to you about that one.
Okay. Yeah, and be on the lookout too, because I'm putting together some templates, specific for MLSP. So using the MLSP email autoresponder campaigns to put into a sequence and move people through the process, in addition to some templates related to promoting, whether this is for everybody, promoting your business opportunity and or product. So templates you can actually just, kind of just put in your own information and just upload them to a ManyChat and use them. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming probably in the next week or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what I'll do with you is I'm going to get my my calendar out and I'll look, and then if you don't mind, I'll private message you.
Yeah.
And see if I can set up like a Zoom like we're doing now, or a webinar.
Yeah.
That we can kind of go through it.
Yeah.
But I need to open myself back up to it again. So that's where I'm at, Antonio.
Yeah, if you can make your way through at least modules 1 and 2,
Okay.
that would be ideal before the call.
Yes.
So that you have obviously you kind of have a sense of who your audience is, what your goals are with the bot. But just some of the
I did go through a worksheet. I did go through last week I was able to go through the worksheet and ask the questions, answer the questions, so I would know who my audience was. So I got that far.
Okay. And then just setting up the basic settings of the bot, the ManyChat background. So
that's where I'm going to need some help.
Okay, got it. So we can do that together. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything?
Not as challenges, Lori.
No.
It's okay. Just keep it real. I'm good with that.
Well, you're one of 4 who've actually jumped on calls. So
well, I'm so thankful that you sent me the reminder out.
Yeah.
Because I own a business as well. So I got done in the salon, and then I ran down to the beach to see. I live on the island, so I ran down to see the surf. Came back and did a real quick live, and I went to plug my phone in, and I saw the Gmail, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get on that call.
Yeah.
So I did my live real quick and jumped off and said, okay, I got to go get training.
Yeah.
So. Cool. Anyways, that's when I popped on, so I apologize for being late, but
no worries. Glad
yeah.
to have you on. Cool.
I missed you at the ManyChat thing, though. I wanted to run into you. My friend Linda and we actually had gone to the ManyChat conference.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was there. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding. I can't believe the people globally all around the world. So it is something that I really want to get and use in my business, because it just being automated, it seems like it'd be so much simpler.
Yeah.
And more efficient.
Yeah. And here's something for everybody on the call. You can use this for your business. That's one thing. The other thing that I'll probably do a bonus about is you now have a skill set that is will be highly in demand.
Oh, yes.
And you can charge handsomely for this service. I'm talking between $1,500 to upwards of $10,000-$15,000 to set one of these up for someone or a business.
A business, yes.
So don't look at this just as it's totally your choice, right? But this is a great skill for you to have as something you can use for your business. But on top of that, some business owners probably don't want to do this themselves, and they will hire you. I've got a handful of clients now that I'm working with. They will hire you and pay you to do this for them.
Yep.
So just keep that in the back of your head. I'll actually do a quick bonus on how to get clients if that's something you'll be interested in. If that's, you know, something that would be cool for you, let me know. Yeah.
Okay, so whereabouts is everybody in the modules? Because I when I read your email, I was like, I know I have to finish the 1 and the 2 before I talk with you. So we're already going through 3 and 4.
Yeah, so most people, so there's some people who are on 1 and 2. There's some folks who are 3 pushing 4. Module 5 will probably be released on Monday, and that's going to cover, I'll just give you a preview of what that's going to cover. Where's my share screen? So that's going to cover the 3 remaining growth tools: Facebook JSON ads, Messenger code, and the checkbox. And then we're going to get into, so now that you have subscribers to your bot, right, on top of putting out sharing sequences and you know, getting people to join your bot through the growth tools, you can also send broadcast messages like an email broadcast. So
Wow.
I'm going to show you how to send broadcast emails to your subscribers, how to segment them based on their interactions in your bot. So that's why it's important to tag, and this is module 4 or 3, I can't remember, probably module 3, to tag your buttons, so that if you wanted to send a broadcast to people who said they like the color yellow, right? If that's not tagged, that action button isn't tagged, there's no way for you to segment your list, your ManyChat subscribers, to send this message to only people who said they like the color yellow. So just like an email broadcast, you can send messages to your audience, and the open rates and click-through rates that you can see on my screen here, you know, you're looking at 84% read-through rates, you know, 14%, 40%. These are just unheard of in terms of email marketing. 90% open rate.
Wow, that's, yeah.
So
99%.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So this is this column here is where the little finger is the first initial open rate. The column to the right where it says, like, okay, just, yep, that column, is that where they go back and they click again to read? Is that how I'm to understand that?
Yeah, so the way we structure these messages, the way I teach it is every interaction is a click, right? So when they click on a button, that means they're engaging with the bot in some way.
Okay.
And so if you look at the history here, this is tracking their interactions in the bot.
So is that tracking set up in our bots?
It's set up automatically. So the tool is going to track how many people have clicked on the button. So
Okay.
I can see here 32 total clicks, 24 user clicked on the button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I can barely hear you. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, can you hear me now? Put a little closer. Okay, yeah.
You could be good at that commercial.
Yeah, so what they click on is what's being tracked.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And also this is another part of module 5. How do you improve your bot, right? So if I go through a sequence, right? And people are going through these sequences like an email autoresponder. If people are, let's say, going through this one, right? Attraction marketing. I can see how many people are actually clicking. Now, this is not accurate because I changed this, but let's say this initial click-through rate was 16%, right?
Okay.
I want to try and improve this. So I'm going to make adjustments to this message to see if I can get more people to click on it to actually start the sequence. So in your messages, right, you always want to be coming back to see how I can improve things to get better results. Because if I get 16% people, if I get 20% of people to open this initial message, as I go through the message though, this is 24%, this is 26%, 22%. So not that great. But in other messages, you know, if I'm not getting 35% click-through rate here, but here's a 77% click-through rate. So this is pretty good. So now I gotta get more people to get through this, and I do that by changing the copy a little bit, being, you know, raising more curiosity to get more people to click this first message, so they get to the second message.
Right.
And we keep going. Are they still engaged? Right now we got 50-50 here, right? 50 people, you know, need help. 50% understand it. Okay. Now what happens? 66% are click on this to join the community. So you're constantly going back to optimize your messages for better performance. I see a comment in the chat here. Wow, there's also no.
So you're going back and you're changing your messages according to how many, like your CTR percentage.
Yeah, if it's really low, like the first, and this is in module 3 and 4, right? Your initial message. If the initial message is not, you know, getting people to click,
Engage, right?
yeah, I need to change the first message a little bit and test. Because that's the entry point. Once they're inside, then I'm looking, okay, are people actually clicking through, right? Once we're inside, 81%. So if I can improve that first message and get more people to click on that first message, I'm gonna have a pretty strong click-through rate here in the middle. And then even here, 88%. And now here, you know, 20% understand what I mentioned, 83% need to be reminded again. So I take them back through the training just to give them a recap of what we talked about. And now 90% are saying, yes, it makes sense now. So Marinda says, this is awesome to know. It seems like this will replace email lists. Yeah, I think it's the way we're communicating now, right? We're communicating more in messaging apps. And the way I like to teach is keeping it engaging, keeping people's interest. Not, you know, you're not sending like, you know, 20 messages in a day, but you want to have an experience that is engaging, fun, and you get some feedback from your audience as you're going through the process. But it's a great add-on to email. But again, it's how we're communicating. So if you can, you know, meet your audience where they are and, you know, give them value, and then at the end, see if they're open to buying something, it's definitely a win-win.
Well, your numbers are good here. If you sent it to 70 people, 70 opened it, 63 clicked on them. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this one you have set up for, well, traction marketing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I actually want to do with mine, Antonio.
Yeah, and you're gonna get some templates for that as well. So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
Anyone else have any, you know, questions? Or I know I just showed a bunch of different things, so want to see if there's anyone here that had anything that came up for them besides what Marinda said about this replacing email. I'll talk about this as additionally in the future trainings, but how this can work with email is in Messenger, you can actually capture the person's email, the email address they use in Facebook, and connect that to your autoresponder. So not only can you connect with them, communicate with them inside of Messenger, you can also not move them, but also continue the conversation with them inside of email, your email autoresponder. So if you ask for email, it's pre-populated by their Facebook information. If you even ask for a phone number and they have a phone number attached to their account, it's going to be pulled from Facebook and inside and given to you inside of Messenger here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot
wow.
You guys want to see an example of that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so let's see, where can I go? I'll use a client of mine just because I'm not, it may not work for me because I'm on my other account. So I use...
You really are hard to hear.
Oh, let me pull this mic closer then.
Okay.
What about now?
Better.
Cool.
I mean, I know my eyesight's going, but Lord, I'm too young for the hearing too.
So here's a client of mine that I'm working with. He's a mortgage broker. And let me see if we ask for phone and email somewhere. We asked for phone, but let me add an email as well. So I didn't talk about custom fields or the user input, but this is another element that you can use when you're creating your messages. So like the text element, the image element, the various cards, there'll be some training on this shortly. But the user input allows you to wait for the person to respond. So if I say, what's your best email address? All right. And I click on email here, and we're not going to allow them to skip it. And we'll save this as email. And we'll go up here and hit publish. And now I'm going to go ahead and preview this inside of Messenger. And I got a notification here, Messenger. So here it is. Okay. Yes, I'm going to person the next 3-6 months. Excellent.
Right. So where do those choices come up where it says excellent, good, that those are automated in when you're making the bot?
Yep.
Okay.
Date and time.
I guess I'll get my bot busy.
Yeah. Date and time. So you can now schedule.
Oh, cool.
10 a.m. See phone number here?
Oh, yeah.
That came from Facebook. I
That
click
just
on it.
popped up.
Email address from Facebook.
So, Antonio,
Yes.
I actually have not put my phone number in on my Facebook account. Is that a bad thing, or?
It's not a bad thing. Facebook just asks for it in the event that your account gets locked or hacked. They can verify, that it's you. You don't have to put it in there, but I have it in there just as a backup. Most people, I would say, I don't want to say 80%, but I would say most people have their phone numbers in there because they don't want to get locked out. And sometimes they use a Google Voice number or other numbers, but if there's no number here, it'll be just blank, and you can type it in though. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's that I just go ahead and put it in.
Yeah, it's up to you. You don't have to though. It's more so for your people you're targeting and want to reach out to, right?
Right.
Yeah. Tiana, you had a question? No? All right, so if we go back to ManyChat now, and here are the options here that I just selected, right? So yes, no, excellent, good, poor, what's the best time to reach you, phone number. If I go to my record here, let me just type my name here, and that's me. Can you see that on the screen here? My profile. The information is now here on my record. So it says excellent credit, date and time that I can talk, October 12th, email address, looking to purchase in the next 3 months, yes, and my phone number is right there.
Okay.
Awesome. So you can definitely, these are custom fields that you can create to collect data from your subscribers when they enter your bot and when they engage with you in sequences or just messaging. One of the ways that another client uses this is they use it as a way to qualify people, and this will be a bonus as well. How they qualify people when they first enter the bot. So in that welcome message, they're asking a question, are you in a business or looking to start one, right? And then they go through a series of questions to qualify them to see if they're, one, ready to start a business, or they're already in a business and need help with marketing, or just asking some qualifying questions to move them closer to the next step, which is obviously them either buying something or, joining you in your opportunity or getting some training from you. So there's a lot you can do inside of Messenger with these custom fields.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions that come up? Let me see. So.
No, I need to do mine, so I'm going to get my book and figure out.
Yeah, I'll send you a calendar link, and you can just pick a time in my calendar that works for you, and we can do a Zoom call like this.
Okay, that would work out great.
Yeah. So next module will be about the last, like I said before, the last 3 growth tools. We'll talk about broadcasting, how that all works, and then also how to optimize the messages that you have going out in your sequences to get better results. And I'll also have in the next week or so some templates and bonus videos to help you do other things with the bot. So qualifying welcome messages with surveys, connecting ManyChat to your autoresponder, how to take your if you have an email sequence that you leverage your own or someone else's, like MLSPs, how to take that email sequence and put it into an email autoresponder sequence, how to take that and put that into ManyChat as a sequence.
Oh, wow.
What else did I have as a bonus? Or how to find clients for Messenger marketing, so you can sell bots. Again, it's a huge market right now, and so it's very it's open.
Yeah, and Antonio, I had seen a thing that came across my internet, and there was a gentleman that had a bot school, and you actually went there to learn to build the bots. And like you said, it cost, I think his school was probably about a little over $2,000 or so.
That Bot Academy?
Probably even could have been a little bit more, but I know one thing: by the time you got done, you were able to build bots for a living and to big companies. And like you said, you could actually make anywhere from $2,000 up to $10,000, if not more.
Was that Bot Academy?
Bot Academy. Yes. Yeah.
I went through that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's where I learned.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So it was beneficial for you then.
Absolutely. I was hesitant at first. It took me 4 or 5 webinars before I actually pulled the trigger and actually bought it.
Okay.
But it was definitely worth it.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I know I saw you share this at Live the Dream.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, I know you probably won't. Well, maybe you'll remember me. I was sitting back on the table charging my phone when you were talking with Todd and Leah Rates.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember you. Yep.
Yep. I'm the blonde sitting on the table.
Got it. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, everything I learned in that mastermind, and we still have sessions going on, you're getting that information now for less.
Yes, right? But, that's the whole cool thing about it, is you take something that you learn and you teach someone else, and, you get value, you make a little more. I'm sure as you go along, you'll be making more.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, getting clients has, been awesome. Getting to work with some cool people. I'm working with some network marketing leaders now on building bots for their whole team. I have a company potentially a network marketing company potentially wanting to build this for their company. So yeah,
Wow.
you get really good at it. I mean, really good at it. You understand the principles of how, to build them. and the philosophy around it, and everything I'm teaching the course, right? You can, take this skill set and apply it to not only just network marketing and direct sales, but, realtors, lawyers, schools, right? Anyone that has an audience or their customers, clients, or constituents are on social media, not social media, but using messenger apps,
Right.
Messenger, iMessage, Android Message, WhatsApp. They're gonna need your skill set. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Antonio. I appreciate all the knowledge and experience you have, and I'm glad I, took this opportunity to get the training from you.
Absolutely. And this is going to be your bread and butter now, right? This is what you're doing and focusing on. So you too are going to be an expert in this as well.
Oh, wow. How exciting is that?
Yeah. Marinda, Tiana, anything else?
No, I think I need to move to the US to attend all these live webinars and stuff like that.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm excited. This is awesome. Yeah, there's lots of opportunity. Like just when you go through that, you can work out what to do, and yeah, lots of opportunity that can come from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She can probably do this abroad, though, can she?
Say again.
She can do this abroad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely works abroad.
Yeah, but I mean, to attend like the conferences and stuff, the events that you guys always go to, because it's always in America. It's hardly ever anywhere else.
Well, you know what, Marina, you can start it.
Well, that's an idea, Antonio.
Yeah, small meetup groups, and you become the authority in your country on this social media strategy, and you teach it.
Antonio, let's share with her with this. When Antonio and I went to the ManyChat conference, I was astounded at the global representation from the people. It was like us Americans were the minute there. They were from Russia, Poland, Czechoslovakia. They were from Brazil. I don't know, any more countries?
Yeah, the Netherlands, I saw.
I know.
Yeah, all over the place. Yeah, because they've had this kind of technology or been doing this in some of the countries, right, for a while, and so they're quickly to adapt on things, and it just makes sense, right, that the U.S. is typically is behind when it comes to certain things, and now we're picking up.
I don't know. Australia is behind. Australia doesn't do network marketing and things like that too well.
Yeah.
It's all foreign to them. I think the US is like 10 years ahead.
Yeah. But you have an advantage now, right? Because not saying don't think about just doing network marketing, but there are a lot of businesses in Australia, right? Mm-hmm. And so they can benefit from this technology to reach their customers in a place, in a platform that they're already hanging out in. Right. There are examples of people who were using this to, obviously sell network marketing products and memberships, but you go to hotels and different types of businesses that have rewards programs, and they're doing that from their messenger, Facebook Messenger. It's just astounding what's possible.
Yeah.
Tiana, do you have anything? I thought you unmuted yourself for a bit, and I think you wanted to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. So I guess if there's no other questions, look out for module 5 and then some bonuses. And then also in the next week and a half or so, you'll start to see some updates to your bots. If I have access to your bots, you'll start to see some updates based on what we talked about on our call. You know, we'll do another call to review and get some feedback and make adjustments. But I'm excited about, you know, where we're headed and what's going on. Hope you guys are excited as well.
We are. Thank you so much for your time, Antonio, and for your efforts. It's really appreciated.
You're very welcome.
Yes,
All right, so
Antonio, thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm gonna call this one a wrap. I'll put this in the back office once it's uploaded and processed. But if you have any questions, feel free to message me or email me, and I'll get back to you. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Antonio.
you.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.
You do the same. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Bye. Oh, take care.